Floppy,
Good evening, Don Johnson.
how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
so I got some stuff to tease you with tonight a little bit. Check this out.
Ooh, the Path merch.
Yeah, we got
And then
some new Path merch that's going on.
GameFi Web3 gamers.
Yeah, so we're doing a beta
Awesome.
test. We're doing beta testing right now on the Path merch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen a few photos. Yeah, you pushed some out, right?
We've been doing a little bit of stuff, but like we're definitely planning something bigger.
Yeah.
But hey, let's so you guys, tonight it's going to be a little bit different of a happy hour. We're not bringing any guests on. Obviously, Floppy and I are going to be talking about a couple things that are going on within PathDAO, but we're really looking for the encouragement and questions to come from the crowd. So that being said, how many are we giving away, Floppy?
We're giving away 10 GeckoCon 2022 passes.
Yeah, so that's the conference that CoinGecko is putting on next month, and the list of speakers that they have is absolutely incredible, and definitely something you guys like should try to win. Now, it's going to be a little bit different, right? So what we want you guys to do is we want you to ask us questions, and I mean it can be anything from, you know, Floppy, do you live in a log cabin? Because you always have like the wood background.
Oh, some personal questions. I see.
Yeah, exactly. So, ask game questions, ask PathDAO questions. That being said, like 10 people are winning. We'll pick some winners right away if we see a good question.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and if anybody, if you want to research what GeckoCon is, if nobody's heard about it, you just go to the CoinGecko website, and in the top, little bar there with all the links on the very right, there's this new one that says GeckoCon 2022. You click on it, it'll show you the whole thing. Yeah, we've been looking at it. It's you're right. I mean, there's like some phenomenal speakers, a lot of COOs, a lot of founders. Yeah, it could be cool.
For sure. So again, you guys, we're giving away 10 passes tonight to GeckoCon. The way that you guys are going to win these passes is by asking good questions in the comment section, and then Floppy and I will pick those questions. So, we're not going to pick the winners at the end. If we see a good question, like we're just going to stop what we're doing and we're going to address that question. That person's a winner. So that being said, like we have a bunch of stuff to talk about this week, right? So we got a new partnership that we just announced. We can go into a little that. Obviously, like Path Guild is doing some really, really cool stuff. So I'm not sure if everyone here has been following or even playing, but they recently completed their Valorant tournament. That's a fun one for us to talk about, Floppy.
Yeah, we got to talk about some Valorant. I've been playing a little bit.
You've been practicing without me?
In my spare time, yeah. Well, people heard about our little foray over to the
yeah, we'll go into that when we talk about the tournament.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I can't believe you're playing without me, man.
I told you I was going to, man. I've gotten pretty good.
And then I think we're also going to talk about, I know, a subject that's close to your heart and a project that you absolutely love.
That's right. The Alluvium land sale. We'll touch on that.
Okay. But we should remind everybody too, like we have an ongoing NFT scavenger hunt. Floppy, like, I don't know if I told you, but this was planned. I think this was planned for I think we were thinking 3 to 5 days, right?
Okay.
But the thing is, I think we came up with some good questions and like some kind of secret codes, and no one's won yet.
Oh yeah, this is like the cicada kind of thing, like the internet. Yeah, you gotta track down the right question, figure the answer, and then you get a new one.
Well, and it's spread throughout all of our social media channels. So if you're, for example, you're not watching like the YouTube tonight, like you might miss like some codes, right? If you're not like following the Instagram, like Instagram's looking like super sick. Like we did a relaunch on the Instagram, and on there, like we have codes. So if you're not following that, like you're not going to get the code, and then you're not going to win the scavenger hunt.
That's right.
But we're giving away 2 Alluvium NFTs. I mean, that's
big. Could be worth a lot of money.
For sure.
Worth putting the time.
So that's extended. You guys definitely like continue to contribute to that. Like again, we have 2 prizes to give away. So that's something that we should be probably finding a winner, I would think, in the next day or 2.
What if we drop a secret code right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
All right. I think we should drop a couple tonight, right?
Yeah, we're going to do, we're doing 2. Let's do 2 tonight.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
because
do the first one.
we also got winners. Like we're gonna be giving like again, like we have these like GeckoCon like passes like to give away right now. So I want to see some questions in the comments section, you guys.
Yeah, the GeckoCon will be given to people asking questions that we want to answer in the
and it can be any type of questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for interaction like from the community. So obviously Floppy and I are talking about what's going on like within PathDAO, what we're interested in personally. But yeah, we got 10 passes to give away. We want to hear some good questions. So type your questions in the comments section, and we'll start picking some winners literally as soon as we see some good questions.
Okay, let me give out a secret code though. I've got one.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So the secret code number 1 for tonight is PATH, but with the $sign. So the $PATH. There it is, the banner. Take note. It's our secret code for the hunt.
Secret code number 1.
That's right.
We're gonna have another one coming later, at least. So listen, something also that went on. It's actually starting tomorrow, but we've talked about Polygon a couple of times. Polygon staking is going live tomorrow morning. So right now for us, it's June 7th, June 8th in the morning. I think it's like 6 a.m. Like the rewards emission will start on the Polygon staking. Floppy, I mean, we've paid so much in ETH fees for like everything. Like having that Polygon staking is key, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah. Every time I interact with a project on Polygon, I'm just like thrilled. Like it's just it's such a relief, to pay.
The happy hour last week with Geno Pets was just killer. Anyone who hasn't seen that happy hour, like watch that. There's a ton of cool projects coming out on Polygon.
That's a good one, man. There's a lot of hype around that one. I mean, I'm just watching like the price of the Geno Pets on OpenSea just steadily climb. I mean, they're at like 80 SOL right now. So there's a lot of excitement on that one.
Yeah, and only more going on, I think, with that. So they got some cool stuff actually. I guess we can talk about this as a sort of alpha, but they're going to be dropping something, I think, this weekend that we're going to be able to share here, like with the community. So Geno Pets is a project that we're like super excited about, and we're following closely, and definitely like, we'll keep you guys, informed about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some questions.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a single one.
Do you guys have questions for us? We got some.
I mean, at this point,
we got free stuff to give away.
Yeah, at this point, any question at all, just put a question mark behind a couple words, and you'll win.
I like. We always have the new meta clan in here. Every week, I see the comments. New meta, new meta, new meta.
New meta.
Ooh, I got a question. I don't know if we're allowed to answer this question.
This one from Logan?
Yeah, let's just answer it. Logan, you're our first winner. Okay, walk-in. I'm excited about it. I don't think Floppy knows too much about this yet, but that's
a little bit
going to be coming. So, Logan, you're our first winner. Logan is winner number 1, right? But that being said, like I can't talk too much about it. However, look in the next 2 weeks for like not only some stuff coming out, but maybe like an AMA and some other things. So that's a good heads up question. So Logan is the number 1 winner. Now these other questions are not so good. Can you give me the pass? Hi Dex, you can literally like question something good to us, but that's not a good question.
Well, to be fair, I did say just put some words in a question mark. But yeah, we can do better. We can get better questions out.
I mean, we could make him a winner, Floppy, because you told him to put question marks, but I think he can do better than that.
Yeah, we don't want to encourage more of that.
Actually, no, now we have an even worse question. Can I ask some questions? Amy, we want questions. So more questions, the better. Like if you ask us questions, like you guys will then become, winners.
Yeah. Put a little thought.
I'm just gonna give out the second winner right now. Like, let's just do it. Dom, you're the second winner because this is I like this. This is a personal question, right?
How are you guys?
How are you guys? Floppy, you had your son's preschool graduation today, right?
That's tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like 4.5. He's graduating from preschool, whatever that means. So gonna go to that. And then the second that's over, I rush to the airport and I'm going to a wedding in Marrakesh in Morocco. So that's a lot. So a big day tomorrow.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, got like a 13-hour flight ahead of me.
Okay, guys. So we got 2 winners so far. We have 8 more passes to give away to GeckoCon. That's presented by CoinGecko, right, in July. So we have 8 more winners that we're going to be selecting. However, right now, like, let's jump into talking about like the partnership that we announced yesterday. We announced a partnership with Castle Crush. Let's play a little video and show you guys what we're getting involved with here.
Build, forge, battle 1.5 million people around the world in Castle Crush. Mint, own, and trade rare and powerful NFT minion and spell cards. Build your deck, battle with your enemies, climb the competitive ladder and prove your worth. Castle Crush players will enter the Ascended tier, allowing them to own NFT cards and earn cryptocurrency for winning battles. Upgrade your cards to the Ascended tier or mint them by buying chests. Buy, trade, and sell your cards, or battle and earn Ascension crystals with your NFTs. Ascension crystals can be spent on new cards or traded on the open market. Build the ultimate collection, rise to the top of the league, and earn the ultimate prize. Follow us on Twitter and visit castlecrushgame.com for more info.
I love that voice.
That's great. They get you hyped. I mean, they really throw it all in there in that trailer. Like they tell you everything you need to know.
But then those graphics are cool.
Yeah.
For
those
sure.
games are fun. Those little side, like little lane games. I play a little Clash Royale, which is like, I'm sure people know what that is, but it's like top and bottom. But those side ones are interesting too.
Hey, I saw a good question here.
I saw a couple.
Do you want to pick the next one? We're going to pick winner number 3 now.
Okay. This one I thought we should answer. Why do we do so? Aaron Ryan, 6:14 p.m. Why do we do happy hours at this hour? It's too early.
That's a very good question, Aaron.
Good question. Because what time is it for you right now? 9 p.m. or something?
Well, for me right now,
it's Colombia.
For me right now, it's a little bit after 8 p.m. For you, it's 6 p.m.
It's 6. Yeah, 6.
For a lot of the gamers, like we're talking like early in the morning, and I don't know about you, but like when I'm gaming, like I stay up late at night.
Yeah, true.
So I'm probably not waking up too early. So, Aaron, to answer your question, we changed the times around, right? And if you guys want to give us feedback, like on the times, like that's like really, really helpful. That being said, like if you guys are looking in the Discord, like we're doing another AMA, like literally like in 10 hours with Blast Royale. So that's going to be like my morning, like real early. And then that's like your guys' night. So we're trying to change around the times a little bit, like so that like a lot of members from our community can join. But your feedback would be really helpful. So
I mean, a lot of times we plan them around our guest, like wherever they are to make, both meld between our times to make sure it's nobody's, at 3 a.m. However, we have had guests where it's like 3 a.m. for them. We're like, sorry.
Yeah, remember it was Galaxy Fight Club.
Was it? Yeah, I do remember.
I think it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, and so this is the thing, like for tomorrow, like Aaron with Blast Royale, like I'm right now, like I'm South America. Okay. The team, like majority of the team is in Southeast Asia. And then like we have projects that are based in Asia. So syncing times is like really, really difficult. So sometimes we're staying up late, sometimes we're waking up early. That being said, we really appreciate like you guys waking up early or staying up late to watch us. However, give us feedback. Tell us when the best, time to do stuff is. I like it. We got a bunch of 9 a.m.
Yeah, I think, like I mean, the main thing with our happy hour that we do on Tuesdays, like if we, if Don Johnson and I decide it's going to be at 6 p.m. our time, just because that's like, after the work day, and we can, relax, have a beer and chat. But yeah, again, it's like what our guests want to do too.
Yeah, we've done them in the morning, and I actually like doing them in the morning because we wake up and we kind of like get to talk about
coffee.
Like what we're interested in, stuff like that. But I got one more question here, so I'm gonna pick winner number 4, but we got to go back to Castle Crush because that's an important one.
Yeah.
But I think this is like a good personal question, right? It's Rin's Tan.
So that one,
this is a good one. Do you guys love what you are doing right now, etc.? Work, hobby.
Go ahead.
You want to kick it off, Floppy?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, I mean, my work, my day job is real estate. So I do commercial real estate, leasing and development, like in the Bay Area, and around the United States. And then this is my crypto has become like a big part of my life. Like it's a hobby, but it's also encroaching on the work side of things too, with being here, working with Path and everything. So it's like super exciting. I do love it. Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I love what I'm doing right now. It's hard, right, Riz? So like this is a 24-hour a day, like 7-day a week, like type project. That being said, like, I came initially to this project like from the community, right? And so like I feel such a connection, not only like with like the community members who I'm talking to like all the time in the Discord, but like we got the coolest team around, and like Floppy like can attest to this. Like we went to a conference with them in Amsterdam. I got to actually attend a second conference with one of our analysts, and like we got the coolest group of people around, and really, really talented. And when you're involved in a project that like has so much momentum and so much, just like it I don't know, it just motivates you, right, Floppy? Like, I mean, did you feel that way when you were over in Amsterdam?
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's just like super smart, driven guys that also, when you're at a conference in Amsterdam, you can have a good time with, and, hop around to some bars and have a few beers and talk crypto. And it's just super fun. Yeah.
And I can't get over like how smart and talented our team is. I mean, really, it's something that like every day I'm like kind of like, Floppy, you and I will like throw out an idea like, oh, hey, what do you think about? And they'll come back like this full analysis.
Point. Yeah. Oh yeah. We talk about that. Yeah. We've already figured that out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That was a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so let's get back to Castle Crush a little bit. I think the first important thing, like to tell everyone, is we're actually going to do 2 AMAs this week. So 2 more AMAs. So I mentioned about Blast Royale tomorrow, but Castle Crush, like we're getting them in later this week. And what we're doing, Floppy, what we're pushing now is we're trying to bring like multiple people in for the AMA. So it's not just going to be one person. Right. I think with this, we get to talk to the artists, the developers, kind of like learn a little bit more about the project.
Yeah, it's great. It's like nice when you can have like the whole team there where you can direct questions at the art team rather than asking the COO about art. It's like, I don't know.
So Castle Crush I like because it's free to play, and there's a ton of people playing it.
Yeah, and then now they're making it Web3, implementing the NFTs, and you can own your assets, and it's cool. And you can develop your own assets and then sell them and essentially sell the time that you put into them.
So we've been lucky because we've been able to play Illuvium, right? And like in the auto battler, how you select your characters sort of there at the bottom of the screen. I think what's real interesting, like the graphics are different, right? But it's kind of an interesting setup where I guess in total, and I hope I have this number right, but I believe it's 68 like unique cards.
Yeah.
And then you pick 14 of like the minions, right? And so that's how you like develop your strategy.
Yep. Yeah. You set up a deck.
Yeah.
Right, of 14 cards, minions, spells, whatever. And then they, as the game progresses, it cycles through them. And when you play a card, a new one pops up. And so, and it's a battle against somebody else, and you're trying to like get to each other's towers first. And it's, you're playing the strong minions, and that's why it's like important to own these like stronger NFTs, because you can, put the stronger guy on the field, outplay your buddy or your, you know, whoever you're playing against. And
Well, you had some good strategies, like about like, you know, because you got to learn the cards, right? Like you have to really like think about it.
yeah.
Does anyone have any good questions on Castle Crush? I would definitely, that'd be an easy winner. Let's look back here a little bit. A lot of people are asking about the Gecko Con conference. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to pick a winner here, but it's a virtual conference. So just to let you guys know.
Virtual. Yeah, you can find information just on the CoinGecko website.
And it's an expensive pass. I mean, so we're giving away 10 of these passes. This is definitely something you guys like, I think would be engaged with, because it's all about like blockchain technology, blockchain gaming, Web3, everything like that. You see you want to pick the next winner?
Yeah, I'm trying to find let me see. I don't know. I don't see any well, I mean, here's one. Maybe this is just for you. Now that staking, okay, so cheese dash PathDAO at 614. Now that staking of Path is live on Polygon, what's next? So like, I don't know. He's asking for some alpha, I think.
That's a good question.
What's next?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in what sense, right? Like this was something that was implemented and voted on like by our community. So, you know, I mean, Floppy, for months I was in the Discord just being like, you know, they're like, when Polygon, like when Polygon. It's something that our community wanted. So I think the best answer for this in terms of what's next is really asking like what the community wants, right? Like as a DAO, like we're looking to the community for ideas. I think some added utility might be next.
Are there any improvement, Paul? Are there any improvement proposals on, you know, on the block right now?
Well, we've just been finishing all the Polygon stuff, right? And so again, like that took, you know, we have to go through and we have to vote on that stuff, but everything passed with like an overwhelming majority. But you know, I don't know, like Floppy, this is kind of like a general question. What do you think? What's next? Like when I say utility, I think I say that because it's like it's just an ongoing popular subject that's talked about like within our community and also like in the total like Web3 community as a whole. And I know that like that's something that our team is really thinking about. Like how do we deliver to our token holders? How do we continually add value? In some ways, I think the Polygon is that, right? That's a way of adding value because you're minimizing the costs. We're creating new staking pools. But yeah, I think when we think about what's next, it's probably adding more utility.
Adding more utility, growing the scholars. I mean, that's always, you know, a primary goal of Path, you know, to grow to be the largest gaming guild in Web3. So that could be next.
So, Cheese, your question did not get announced. You are a winner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you are a winner. And we need some more good questions. So, we got a couple more passes to give away here. Like, we're not holding back on these. So, we're not waiting till like the last 10 minutes and making you guys listen here. You know, we're giving these away like live as the questions come in. So,
how many have we done? 4? Giving away 4?
Yeah, I think we're on 4. Post a question in the comments.
I like one. I found one. So seven. Threw me off with the capital V at 6:21 p.m. What game do you play, and what game that you played is the best for you two, sirs?
So sorry, I think that's gonna be our 6th winner.
6th? Oh, okay. Shoot, I lost track.
So that's 6. We got 4 more to give away here.
Okay, well, you answer. Let's go. What's your favorite game? Do you play any games right now?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because like, so I've been on the mobile now. I'm like, it's because of you and everybody. I'm playing all the different stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know, like yesterday, you saw me. I was sending you videos from the Floppy.
Yeah.
From the Fancy Birds. I was really embarrassed when we did the Fancy Birds AMA with their CEO, and I was like trying to play at the beginning, and I think I made it like through 1 or 2. So
I mean, it's hard. It was laggy. Yeah, I remember it was super laggy when you were like sharing your screen. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but personally, Seven, what has excited me recently, and like I alluded to a little bit earlier, like with Floppy, is like I'm having fun with Valorant now because of all of you guys, like because of the gamers, or sorry, the agents, right? Like I'm having, like that's what I'm having a lot of fun with at the moment. That being said, growing up, I don't know, man.
Nintendo, you're a Nintendo guy.
I
Console.
also like Sega.
Yeah. But I think, I think it's important, like the Valorant, like I think you need to get, we need to get back into that.
I like, so I grew up playing Halo, okay, Seven.
Yeah.
And I like Valorant because it's like a more advanced, like more fun version of Halo. I love the highlights. So yeah, what am I playing now? Like I'm spending most of my time trying to play Valorant when I can, where I'm set up where I can. If I'm on the mobile, I'm on the move. Honestly, I was playing Fancy Birds yesterday just to try to impress Floppy and get to like a higher level. But yeah, I'm also trying to play a lot of the new stuff that's coming out. We've been spending a lot of time playing Illuvium, is the truth.
Yeah. Getting ready for that. But yeah, I mean, my answer would be Valorant. Yeah. I think that's fun. Like I don't have a ton of time to play it, but I've gotten a little better. I like playing with Neon. What's the other one? Phoenix. He's like a fire guy.
Yeah. What about the teleporters?
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten a teleporter yet, because you need to unlock the champions or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
agents, and I've only unlocked Neon and.
Sorry, I was just switching. I immediately switched to Illuvium. I thought you were talking about Illuvium.
Oh no.
Well, we were playing with different characters.
Oh, in Illuvium, yeah. We got. I don't know how that works.
And
I don't know
in Valorant.
Oh yeah. But I think you in Valorant, I think you have to like unlock. I don't know. Maybe if we go back to that esports place, we can like play on an account where all the agents are unlocked and we can try them all.
So we got to go back, like for sure. The next time that we're together in the same place, like we gotta go back.
I mean, have we told people about that? I think we did mention it one AMA or one happy hour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've been. So Floppy and I have actually been in a it's Valorant training group.
Yeah.
Is that how you would say it?
Well, we got one training session that was very short, and it was like our very first time playing, so we were just all over the place, like shooting at walls and stuff. But
that was the practice. You got to start with the practice.
Yeah, it's one of those games that once you figure out how to shoot and aim for the head, like it's actually pretty fun. I feel like I've gotten a little better.
So this is, I think, a perfect transition to talk about like the next thing we want to talk about tonight, which we've already been talking about. It's Path Guild and the Valorant tournament that they put on. Super, super, super cool, like what they did. I spent quite a bit of the weekend like watching all of like the Twitch action, and then we had some really cool highlights, you guys, like on our Twitter. I wonder, let's try to play, maybe we can play one or two like of the highlights just to kind of see what's going on.
Nightfall got popped as well. They know where they are. This is it. 4 versus 3. It's going to be very important with the judge coming through as well. Jaisalai takes down one.
What?
They're trying to take down last player alive. It's going to be Pram. Doesn't have Hunter Sphere anymore. He has to go for it. Spots one. He gets that first player. Spots the second player as well. Gonna get the third.
Oh my goodness.
And Pram, 1v3, clutches it, and they get game number 1 in a thriller of that game. What was that, Pram? It was 1 second, 1 millisecond, and Jaisalai could have forced another round.
Oh my. Koi coming out. Flash gonna be coming through. Will they be able to catch anybody here? Ivy low does find out one. Can they push this off? But Amaterasu drops down. Not gonna be able to connect the shots at all. And slowly the numbers are thinning here for the side of Xerxes. They have to hold this down. Time is of the essence, and it's all down to Econs. 1 versus 2 as JSL closes things out with that 3K from the heavens.
Thank you. From the heavens, that is right. And just like that, Jaisalai, 9 and 7. Here we go. They're slowly getting that momentum on defense, like what we said.
It's so cool, right?
I was cracking up at that BMing at the very end of that last clip. That dude just standing over the guy he just killed, just shooting him.
No, but literally, like we, after playing Valorant, like we got no bit. Like these guys are good. And what was cool? So you guys, the first video, like, big congrats, Xerxes. Am I saying it right? Xerxes? Yeah. So Xerxes Esports. They're from Thailand. And congrats, they were the winner. that being said, there was like a lot of really, really good teams out there.
Yeah. I mean, that game's like what draws, like what's fun about that game is like you see these pros playing and they're like doing all kinds of stuff that I could never dream of doing. But like when you're playing that game, it's like so easy. Like you kill somebody pretty quickly if you get a headshot. So like even a new person can come in, get a couple of headshots and feel great, because you're like, oh, I'm killing people.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Your very first time playing. I do remember.
I got some headshots.
Yeah, you got more kills, and I was like, oh man, he's already off to a good start.
Hey, so guys, we've given away 6 prizes tonight, right? The prize is a pass to the GeckoCon conference presented by CoinGecko. What we're doing is you guys got to post like interesting, cool questions in the comment section. They can be fun, they can be serious. They can be about PathDAO, about one of our projects. But we have 3 more winners, right, to give away.
Yeah, we do.
So we're looking for good questions, and I think that the thing that stood out about like the Path Guild tournament was like this was just Southeast Asia, right? But like the diversity in the teams that you had, like it was so cool. Like you saw these groups like coming together and like playing this game, and these guys are good agents. I mean, the highlights you were seeing, like that 3-on-1 right there.
Oh yeah. The first one where I think the guy was on defense. I don't know, and there was like 3 agents trying to defuse the bomb, the spike, and he just blows them all up with like 1 second to go or something. That's what I think happened. I don't know.
Well, what was cool about the tournament too, Floppy, and like everyone listening, is that you could. So there was all the different matches, right? So if you go to the first of all, like follow Path Guild on Twitch, right? Like you go to the Twitch account and like not only are they streaming like cool stuff all the time, like from games, but like in the tournament, like you could go in there and I'm either watching game live, Floppy, or I go to the channel and they're saying, oh, we're gonna start the next match in like this many minutes. So it's kind of cool. Like you basically like you could follow that over the weekend. And yeah, I had a couple favorites that I'd like. They didn't win. But there was a lot of like really impressive play, like all around.
I've got a question that was directed at me about Fancy. So Kim Lee Chan at 628.
Okay.
She asked, for Sir Floppy.
So this is winner number 7. Winner number 7.
Yeah. About Fancy Bird, the IP, the improvement proposal that just came out, now being implemented. What is your take on the update? I think.
Didn't you help write this?
What?
Didn't you help write this?
Yeah. So a good friend of ours, both of ours, like is advising the team on economics and everything. And so, yeah, he was sort of sending me his thoughts and I was like, saying, oh yeah, or no, or, I didn't help write it per se, but I was kind of advising the people working on writing it, which was really cool to like, have some input. But yeah, everything they put together was like really good in my opinion. And it was like, it's basically kind of moving away from, everybody getting paid in FNC and then dumping it. So they wanted more sinks in the game and more utilization of ETH and USDC rather than FNC. So I think in, even short term and long term, I think it's going to be a positive for the price. You saw like a little pump in the FNC price after the improvement proposal was announced.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like such a cool world that we're in. And I've said this before that like, people are just trying to figure stuff out and these economies like take a while to tweak and get right. And as all these projects come out and are all working on it simultaneously, the best stuff's going to rise to the top and it's going to be implemented by all these different projects. And it's like a wild world right now, but I have faith that, like GameFi will prevail and work through the kinks and figure it out. But it's cool. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's something important to point out, right? Like, because like obviously markets have been down like for months now, right? And I think what we're seeing, like we're seeing teams that are really serious. They're just focused on building, right? Right now is this time where we're building. Like PathDAO team has grown like considerably over the last couple of months. I mean, considerably. And in terms of the amount of content, the amount of stuff that we're doing, whether it's tournaments, Obviously the AMAs, like increasing the partnerships, Path Finance, like that's a huge thing that we've announced. Obviously the rollout of Game Street. I mean, there's so much going on that I think now is like a time where the solid projects are focused on building, and that's the environment that we're in.
Yeah.
When you're in the bull market, like any project's doing this, right? Any
Yeah.
project's going up, but like,
I mean, yeah, if any of our AMAs, you know, like we always ask the founders, or not always, but sometimes we're like, oh, hey, what do you think? You know, it's like kind of a bear market right now. Like, how does that affect the project? And like 95% of them are just like, we got our heads down. We're just looking, you know, we're looking to build and come out on the other side with a great product that people want to play. So.
Well, and so let's lead into that in the next one. So we're going to show you guys, we've been talking a little bit about the Illuvium land sale. They got a trailer. We probably should have played this last week, but honestly, we were so like excited about Genopets that sorry, like Illuvium went to the side. That being said, let's show you guys this Illuvium land sale video. And remember, like, so we have 3 more winners. We're looking for 3 more good questions in the comment section. They can be related to PathDAO, about anything that we're doing, our projects. But we're looking for some more comments. And I think we definitely need to do. There's some good suggestions going on in terms of like some videos and everything. So we see your comments, we see your questions, and let's pick a couple more winners after we show the Illuvium land sale video.
Let's do it.
Do you just get excited like watching that?
Yeah, that's sweet. I mean, yeah,
next level graphics.
To talk about like somebody was like, and they said, Kim Lee was like, those buildings look like StarCraft. It kind of does have like a StarCraft feel. But I do
shout out to Kim Lee. Kim Lee is like a consistent like AMA like contender. So like we really appreciate your constant support.
Yeah. So, but the land
sale. Hey, Floppy, before I forget.
Oh, go ahead. Ooh, the second code.
I can't forget though, because if we don't drop that second code, let's do it. Let's do it at the end of this. We want to see more questions, and then we're going to drop the second code. So we have 2 codes tonight that we dropped for Game Street. First one, Floppy told earlier, so you guys got to go back and watch that. It's not hard to find. And now we're going to drop the second code. But we want to see better questions first. So we have 2 more winners that we got to select. And we want to see some really good questions, and then we'll give you guys that second code. Like Illuvium trailer, I mean, everything they're doing graphics wise. You know what I thought was so interesting, Floppy, and you know a lot more about this, but can you talk a little bit about the Dutch auction that they did and how like that was unique? Like, because you personally bought land, right?
I did, yeah. I bought 6 pieces of land. I bought 4 tier 1s, a tier 1, tier 2, and 1 tier 3. And I was traveling. I was in a hotel room at a different wedding last weekend. So it was like really stressful. Like I really wish I had like been at my desk, like being able to pull all-nighters, because like what you want to try to do is get like 4 plots in a cube, or even 9 plots. because then in the future they're going to release this thing called like where you can build a mega city and you can link the plots, and then any like, you know, if you have a tier 3 or a tier 4 that's got a landmark, then that landmark in a mega city will affect all the plots for like, you know, fuel or resource, you know, boost in the production. Kind of complicated stuff, but I didn't get lucky. I didn't have enough time to like, you know, plan out, you know, to get even 4 next to each other. So I just kind of bought. I cherry picked these like plots that were near tier 4s in hopes that, you know, if I did want to sell one, you know, the tier 4 that wants to build a mega city might be like, hey, you know, might pay you a little bit for that one. So that was kind of
I want to come into your space.
Yeah, and I've actually already sold 2 of the tier 1s. I put them up for you know, decent amount.
Wow.
Somebody sniped them, so we'll see. But I don't know. It made me nervous, so I like took down the rest of mine and I put them up for like way more than, you know, than I think anybody will pay, because it was kind of sad. It's like, you know, when you buy an NFT and then it sells and you're like, oh God, I miss it. You know, should I have sold that? Yeah, I had one of those moments.
I just got it, but man, I miss it.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the land sale, the process was phenomenal. Like everybody was like raving about how smooth it went and how like beautiful, and like, I mean, that map they made is just like unbelievable. Everything was just seamless and smooth. But yeah, so the Dutch auction, you know, they released, I don't know how many, I think like 250 or so plots like every hour, I'm gonna say. Don't quote me on these numbers, but so and then the time would tick down, and every like 30 seconds the price would drop a certain little like small percentage, 5%.
Were you waiting?
Yeah, so you'd have to, you know, like, you know, a lot, like, so people that wanted to build these mega cities would have to click on the plots that they wanted, and then when you click on a plot, it would say this auction goes live in 20 hours or something like that, because it was over the course of 3 days, over the course of 72 hours. So, you know, you would have to, if you wanted to buy 9 plots, you know, all next to each other, you would have to click on each plot and then write down exactly when the auction would start. And you might have to stay up all freaking night to make sure that, you know, get all these plots. So that, I mean, the people that did that, like, round of applause, kudos. That's insane. I don't know if many people were able to do that.
Yeah, but congrats. You got a bunch, right?
Yeah. So, you know, I would just, whenever I had a moment, I'd log in and there would be an auction going, and I would like favorite all the plots that I, you know, wanted to get. Some in the Crimson Waste, because I want to get blueprints for ram fires and stuff like that. But yeah. And then so as it ticked down, you'd get to that end where, and you could see the history. So it would be like, you know, you'd be like, oh, tier 2s are selling for about an ETH. So the second they drop like under 1 ETH, they're just gone. And you're like, so you just have to like time it, because like everybody is just looking and waiting for that moment when they're like, oh, God, buy now or else I'm going to lose it. And I lost several, you know, like it was kind of frustrating too, because I was like, you know, I was like, okay, I'd spend all this time.
Your wife wakes up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God,
but you'd spend all this time like watching these numbers tick down, and then you'd be like, okay, buy now, and it would be like pending, and it'd be like, oh no, like I missed it, you know, and you'd have to like go through your favorite list and click them all.
Is my Wi-Fi working? Refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh.
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty wild experience, and I cannot imagine the people that were like glued to the screen, like with you know, their whole plan like laid out, and you know, because people, I mean, it's insane. So they raised like, gosh, I wish I had the numbers. There was like a little graphic that showed how much they raised, but I mean, it was like 75 or 80% of the SILV was burned. So it was like spent, that the SILV that's out there was spent on this land. I think there was like over 4,000 ETH spent as well, which, you know, equates to about 7 million. So that $7 million. So that's being, you know, divvied out to stakers at some point, you know, undisclosed. Yeah. Oh, I think you froze up. You still there? Oh, you back? You froze up for a second. You still there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, anyway, wild success. Yeah.
Hey, let's stop. Let's stop for 2 seconds, because we got 2 winners left, right?
Okay.
I also want to drop that secret code. Let me drop the secret code.
Do the secret
I'm going to drop the secret code. So this is the second secret code for tonight. For all the game streeters, you guys are listening, but don't stop listening after this. You got to keep listening to the presentation, because we might do a third code. right? Who knows? Second code, number 2, Gecko. So this is related to what we're doing right now. We're giving away passes to the GeckoCon conference next month. And the way that you guys win is you write questions in the comments section. Now, we have some like serious gamers, Floppy, like within the guild, right? Like you saw the play, right, this weekend in the Valorant tournament. But I kind of like this question here because like not everyone's a serious gamer. So Mark, Adrian, I don't want to say this bad, Waxquisian? Is that, how do you say it? Sorry, for you, Floppy, 642. Mark Adrian. He says, I'm planning to stake my path, but I'm also new to the crypto world. Can you explain to me what are the purpose or benefits from staking? It's a good question, you know? Not everyone, like we're talking about metaverse lands and plots and Dutch auctions. Like this might be a foreign language to some people. It's the truth. That being said, anyone who's learning or hearing about this stuff for the first time, like you guys can learn about this and get involved in this like pretty quickly and easily. So it's not something that takes, years of experience. And also like Web3 gaming, it like puts you down a black hole. Like you just want to like learn more and learn more and learn more. Floppy, like you're an expert in staking. Talk, like what's the benefits of staking? For me, like they're pretty obvious, right? But obviously with somebody new, like they may not know.
Mark Adrian Wakisan. He I think I said that right now. That he spelled it out. Good question. Yeah. So I mean, so the benefits for the stakers is you get what's called yield, and people call it yield farming or whatever. From you stake your coins in a protocol, and you are given more in return. There are several like reasons why projects implement staking. On the one side, you have like the LP staking, so you're providing liquidity providing, where you buy up, say a pair. Usually it's ETH and then the token, like ETH and Path.
Which is what we were doing.
Yeah.
So we
Not
had so we had a liquidity pool for a while that we set up with ETH. But we were only running stuff on ETH. So one of the disadvantages there is the gas fees.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so for providing liquidity, every project, every like, coin or even share of stock needs liquidity so that it can trade fluid in the market. So when you provide liquidity for a project, they pay you in yield for that service. And then single staking, I'm not like projects have different reasons for single staking, but a lot of them are want you to lock up your coins so that it produces less volatility, less sell pressure, because a lot of these projects, have a years long runway, and they're like, hey, if you believe in us now, lock up your tokens, and we'll build and build and build. They'll get, they'll be worth more. But in the event of a downturn, we don't want everybody dumping because then it trashes the coin price. So that's like one good reason why projects implement like a year lockup or anything like that. So and I believe in that. I think it's like good to support a project for a year long if they're putting in the time and effort to build it out. Yeah.
And also I think important to say, like, Mark, like, welcome, right? Like there's a lot of new people in this space. Like, you don't have to be around here like for years, like to be involved. Like, welcome. And like we're really proud and happy that you're part of PathDAO. And whether you're an investor, whether you're a gamer, there's so much going on like within like our ecosystem. And also like, please give us feedback if you're new to the space and there's something you don't understand, or you just want, like an explanation on something, like, not only are Floppy and I here for you, but like the whole community is here. Like we're really building something together. So, so Mark, you're new, but you are a winner.
Nice.
So we got one more. To give away tonight. We're looking for good questions. So you guys got to post questions in the comment section. Also important, you guys, like for future AMAs, because we have a lot of stuff going on, like particularly this week and the next couple of weeks, like subscribe to the channel, right? Because if you're subscribed, then you'll get an alert. So you don't have to maybe go into the Discord or the Twitter and actually like see it. You'll actually see an alert. And, I don't know, this is nothing huge, Floppy, but we're over 500 subscribers now. Something I was kind of proud about. Yeah. We hit that this week.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Big
yeah,
numbers.
tell your family, tell your friends, your mom, your dad, tell them to subscribe. The more subscribers we have, like the better reach we'll get on all the content that we're putting out. And we have some really, really good, guests coming up. Not only tomorrow with Blast Royale, Castle Crush later this week. A couple people were talking about a secret project or a project I'm not supposed to talk about tonight, but we're doing an AMA with them coming up. So we got a lot of cool stuff lined up. And yeah, let's try to find one more winner. So we want to see questions in the comment section. We have one more to give away. It's a pass to GeckoCon, which is next month, presented by CoinGecko. We've given away 9 passes already.
Yeah, one more.
But we want to see questions.
Yeah, and with regard to the upcoming AMAs, I'm not sure how present I'll be able to be. Like,
you're gonna be away for a week, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna be away for 8 days. I may be able to do one from the desert in Morocco. We'll see. I'm gonna try my best, but yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool, Floppy. We're gonna bring in a couple of the analysts, a couple of the other people from the team, and when you're back, I think it's literally like a week from today. So
okay, yeah, nice.
I'll miss you for a week, but
yeah, well,
I know you'll be watching the AMAs too, whether live or on.
I might be in the comment section trying to win things.
Hey, I think this is a good question to end with.
Okay, good.
You see that last one
from Benjo?
Yeah, let's make him the winner because that's like Path Finance is something that we should talk about for sure.
Yeah, if you're an expert on it, yeah.
So Benjo, you're our last winner. Congratulations. Path Finance is awesome, right? Like we rolled it out last month. We've kind of been doing like a bit of a slow rollout on it because like with any of this stuff, right? For example, if you launch a website on Monday, like you probably don't tell everyone about it because you got to like make sure and work through all the kinks and all that kind of stuff. And then also like we get some really good case examples. So we've done a number of the loans so far. The way it works is essentially it's a uncollateralized loan that's based on your gaming history. So if you're gaming, if you're playing, if you're earning, like then you're eligible to actually get a loan like from Path Finance. And it's pretty cool. It's like it's up to $500 right now. That being said, like there are incentives for actually like participating in this early, and then like whether it's bringing friends or bringing other people into it, it's going to be it's an evolving like arm within PathDAO, but it's something that like we're already like totally rocking and rolling with. You can go in, you can apply, and like they'll get back to you like very, very quickly. So we've heard some cool stories, Floppy, so far. Like there was one story, a woman needed she needed some like books or something. She needed some books or something to start like a new job, right? Like imagine like you get a job and they're like, we want you to start next week, but we need you to do like this, this, and this, right? And that obviously is going to cost you money. So you have to spend money before you start the job. Well, like she went to us, she received a loan, she had the money, she went back and she got the job. So like that's, I think in some ways, like that's just a great example. That being said, like, some people need money for school. Some people need money for family stuff, for life. But like we're essentially trying to provide banking services to people that maybe can't walk into a bank and say, hey, I earn this much money every month. Here's my playing history. Like, they're not going to understand that kind of stuff. So it's essentially it's banking services for Web3 gamers.
Yeah, and that's like one thing that like DeFi and crypto in general is kind of like set out to help out with, like, help like the billions of people in the world that are unbanked, like to give them access to finances like that. And yeah, it's cool. It's great that Path's doing that.
Yeah, and there's going to be more coming up on this, right? So like, definitely like stay tuned on this, but like we're going to be doing a bigger push on this. It's something that like we've been like working out all the kinks on, really like dialing it in. So far, it's been very successful. But we're trying to do like a much larger push on this. So definitely stay tuned on that. And that was a good question for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the pillars. It's important.
So we gave away 10 10 prizes tonight.
We did.
We're gonna keep giving away prizes. I like this.
I like it too.
It encourages contribution.
Yeah, encourage people getting in and ask questions. But yeah, I mean that's pretty wild that just in an hour we gave away 10.
Yeah, I mean
passes.
literally, you guys watch us, and it's like you win.
Oh, Aaron Ryan.
9 winners.
It's only 9 winners. If that's accurate, then he should be a winner because that's a question.
I like that thinking actually. Let me see.
If Aaron
Ryan
was keeping track,
are we at 9 or are we at 9 or 10?
I felt like at one point
I thought Aaron's already a winner.
Oh, he's already won.
Yeah, so he can't win. Are we at 9? I thought we were at 10. We're giving away a lot here.
I was going off of your count, but there was one point. There was at one point when I was like,
I think we got one more. I think what we did is we started talking so much about the one. So we got one. We got one more. Okay, let's look at this really quick. We're not making. Aaron's not gonna. He's not gonna win again. He's already a winner. Let's figure.
But whoever wins this next one can thank Aaron for bringing it to our attention that there's one.
Yeah, like literally, you guys wouldn't be a winner if it wasn't for Aaron. Your list only has 9. Okay, so let's think about this.
Oh, okay. People are mentioning Ginger. Ginger did have a good question, and but
I thought we talked about it. We kind of talked about Ginger's question.
Oh, did we already?
Yeah, we kind of hit on it a bit. Let me look a little. Ginger's got a couple of good questions.
Here, this is the one that you want. Let me do it. This is a Ginger question.
There's a question for Benjo. Let's see what that one is.
Should I not?
Yeah, I mean, hey, you want to pick the last one? Feel free.
Yeah, let's do it. Cool. It was a Ginger Beer Man question. Do you like simulation games like Goat Simulator? Can you see a Web3 version of this in the future? Maybe like a farming simulator. I thought that was kind of funny because we were talking about like the alluvium land at the moment, and I think the alluvium land is going to be a resource. You build up your structures and your farming resources.
I think there's going to be a lot of this, Ginger.
I think there's going to be a lot of it. People love to do it. I mean, these little idle clickers that you're just kind of like building your little city. And what's what I love about the alluvium one is it's like going to be attached to the actual game where like the game runs on the resources collected in the alluvium 0 minigame. But or just games where people collect. I mean, like the Genopets kind of have that idea, like the Tamagotchi almost, where you're like growing your little creature, and I think people love that. They're always drawn to it, and so yeah, I think I've never played Goat Simulator. I've seen it on the App Store because it's always like very popular. It's like the top trending app, and it's like this picture of this white goat's face, and I'm like, who's playing that? And a lot of people are though. So I think the answer to that is probably 100%. There will be goat simulators where you can build up your goat and sell it. I don't know, but I always like to be able to like battle it. That's why in our Genopets.
But we're talking about utility, right, Floppy?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
One of the things a lot of the projects are doing is they're building and then adding like those type of like simulators like later on. I think that's important to put out. And also like the thing is you guys, there's so much going on in blockchain gaming right now. So like the whole industry is trying to find like what's going to be those next 2 or 3 or 4 like areas to really like develop, right? So like we were talking about Axie Infinity a while, like years ago at this point now. Like what is going to be that next, like where is that push coming from? Is it a farming? Is it a fitness? Is it education based? I mean, is it all 3? Right? At PathDAO, we're focused really on just bringing millions into the metaverse. But what the metaverse is going to be for those millions is totally different. So farming, 100%. I think it'll be a successful, but will it be a mass adaptation? Maybe like, for example, like a fitness or an education thing will be, I'm not sure. That being said, like, I think, as you can tell from the questions, the gamers are already looking for it. Right.
Yeah.
So like, it's one of those things like build it and they will come.
Yeah, and I've always said, like, once the economics are worked out, and once people build a system that makes sense and it is sustainable in the long term, like I think they'll find this like golden mechanism to make everything work properly. And I've heard ideas from some of our AMAs actually about certain ideas, algorithmic stable things tied into a dollar somehow. I think somebody's going to figure it out, and it's just going to explode. Yeah.
Hey,
that's my thought.
This was fun.
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah.
Check out the comments, you guys, because at the end, like basically we're showing the winners. Like you have to email us to get your prize. So email marketing@pathdao.io and like we'll get back to you right away. But we don't have a way of like sending this, magically like through the YouTube tonight. So email us. 10 winners, you guys. We got 10 winners tonight. So email us. If you're checking in late, go back in the stream, find those secret codes, Game Streeters. We dropped 2 tonight. More to come. Kimley's asking scavenger codes. Kimley, I know nothing. You just got to keep looking. You got to keep
looking. In this video. They're in this hour-long video.
You got to keep looking. Keep looking. But we got 2 like solid like the silver badge that's $500 badge. we got 2 big prizes. So keep looking, Kimley. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. That being said, for me right now it's 9 o'clock. I have another AMA in 9 hours from now. So we're gonna end it.
Sleep.
Come and listen to Blast Royale tomorrow. We have multiple members from their team that are going to be joining us. On all of the AMAs going forward, we're asking our partners, we're asking we're trying to give stuff away. We're trying to reward people that are tuning in live and listening. And that's also one of the reasons why we're switching up the times. We don't want to just cater to one time zone so that like people are only winning in that time zone. Like we're a global community with PathDAO. So that's one of the other reasons. Someone asked that earlier, but that's one of the other reasons why we're consistently doing like different AMA times. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We know it's early for like a lot of our gamers, but Floppy, another really successful happy hour.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
And have a wonderful time in Morocco.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Looking forward to some questions when you get back.
Yeah, man. We'll talk about it. All
cool.
Right.
Hey, everyone in the Path fam, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon.
Cheers. Good night. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, later.